Hey guys, I'm Lighty, and this is the slightly updated version to the super budget hidden potential Allelopathy blight build. So essentially, the only things we changed some stuff. I crafted better hidden potential gear, but again, all within reason. I wanted to make a more end game version, a more updated version, so you can see you have better stats, better damage, better everything. But I wanted to keep it within reason, for you could still do it pretty fucking cheap in your league. Now, again, all these things are I-84, so getting the bases might be a little difficult week 1, but I-level 72 works perfectly fine, so you can get the T2 res rolls. So again, Allelopathy gloves, Void Manipulation, Swift Deflection, which was Rapid Decay, and we have Control Destruction. The last time I was using Conk Effect, but after 3.0, Conk Effect doesn't work with Blight, and the fact that it doesn't increase the damage. But it does reduce the AoE, so we swapped that for increased AoE. So we're actually just, we were just gutting our AoE, so our AoE is actually massive now. We tossed on Life Leech to our 4-link setup of Abyssal Cry, which again helps greatly with, well, survivability. We made our weapons are now, we actually have weapons this time, and they're both magic items, which do increase our damage a lot. So as you can see, like our Blight, our dot damage to 7.4k. If I take off a weapon, it drops by over 1,000, so it's that much of a damage increase. Again, it's just roll with the spell damage and the cast speed. Shield is just ES and res. We actually have chaos res on our helmet and our belt. As you can tell, we look completely retarded. That's because we're not wearing any microtransactions. This is the base art for all the gear. Yep, look at that helmet. Our effective life pool is a lot more representative of what I was talking about last video. So right now we're at 6.6k, almost 7k life, which is a pretty good effective health pool. We're essentially hybrid. Still missing some things. You see we have 2 threshold jewels now, which give us a bunch of damage. And then of course we have a wither totem, which was the same as last time. And the only thing I changed is I put in a Val Lighting Trap and increased duration. This little Val setup applies shock ground, which is actually a massive damage increase for single target. If you want, you can actually work your res a little bit better, drop some chaos res, so you don't require the res in the chest. And if you decide to do something like that, you can always just toss on a Chaos Heart for even a bigger life pool. If you just want life, this way we have a 7k effective. But you have to work the res a little bit to make that happen. I honestly think that all magic items, aside from your gloves, is perfectly fine. Crystal Belt being the best belt base because it just gives you the biggest effective life pool. Leather Belt works fine too. I think this is actually a really good build for starting off at Ziri. So, you know, if you're doing at Ziri like even like day 2 or day 3 of this build, it works pretty good, and you can also obviously attain a lot of this gear. So you can start doing it at level 69 for the gloves pretty safely. You can play as conservative or as brazen as you feel with the build. It's pretty much up to you. So I think I actually really like Val Oversouls for a good benchmark at how well your DPS is single target, since they're kind of just sitting there for a couple seconds. So you'll see as we do our Wither Totem, our Val Lighting Trap, and we Blight right out the gate, it'll give you a good idea of what our single target is like for you know, budget but still higher end gear. You can see it actually stacks up quite fast. He'll probably die almost 100%, yeah. And then it gives you time to do the second one. Even with that amount of stacks we just got on, he'll probably come up dead. It's actually kind of insane how hard our dot damage is. And again, this is on relatively, maybe, I think we went from a 15C budget to like a 30C budget, if you just count how long it would take to craft some of these pieces. I mean, these aren't all like double T1s, and you could also just master craft on life. So if I craft 15 all res, I can just master craft on life. So this fight's a little tricky like it is for a lot of builds. You have to kind of balance your damage, and you want to kill them in obviously an order that's easy for you to obtain. So for me, again, I want to kill them, have the Cyclone guy last, and preferably the titty bitch first. So you kind of got to like work your window here. So even that little tag is probably going to do a lot of her life. Keep those stacks going, and down she goes. Boop. So now we're on to the next one. I'd like to kill the Dual Striker first if possible, but you can slow them insanely, honestly. How much? It's kind of crazy how much you could slow them. And you want to keep in mind that you want to keep them as as dying in the center as possible, despite it being not a whole lot into your control. Look how slow that Cyclone is. It's fucking hilarious. You could, like, again, you know, you could play with how you want to kill them. You could use the wall to your advantage, lightning warp across if you want, kind of bait them out a little bit. But yeah, it's honestly quite easy because just how slow everything is. You can honestly do that fight very similar in Uber. It's just gonna take a little bit longer. Obviously, if you get hit by shit, it's gonna hurt a little bit more. But yeah, they're moving like literally as slow as they can possibly move in this game. You're a build that slows things, and your clear speed is never gonna be amazing. The more aggressive and more blatant you try to kill things, it's gonna obviously your risk of death is gonna go up, but so is your clear speed. Just play it safe and you'll be okay doing most things. Oh, we got chaos. You can see my blade is actually hitting things this far away. That's how large the AoE is. It goes at least to this far. Run in there, Abyssal Cry, run out, pop, and that's all gonna die. Look at that. Easy peasy. Malagaros, show me the bubble. Give me the bubble. Oh, there's the bubble. You can go back on the ground where you belong, buddy. Just look how slow the trash moves right now. Look at that. It's like a crawl. Literally like a crawl. Split phase, you just place the totem down, stand on this other side, and start blading and running around and blight and run around and blight and run around and blight and run around, and then she'll just be dead. Kind of just like tap it. You don't have to hold it really chain, like just tap it and you keep running. Avoid everything, run a circle, and then she just goes down. It's really like super safe actually. And down she goes. Boop. Look, we got a hope. And Skyforth. Oh, okay. One day. Look how fucking ridiculous Marauder looks like when he flame dashes. Just left hand forward, like he's just fist bumping somebody. Completely forgot I had this fucking prophecy, and then they updated this this whole quest line. So this could actually drop a thing now, right? It didn't, but it could have. Our clear speed is not the fastest, but still plenty to do this type of shit. Pretty easy to do this when you just walk around and Abyssal Cry and right-click the pack, and it goes pop, and everything dies, and you move on. You can occasionally place down the Wither Totem. It makes it a little bit easier, but even then it's not like needed. Yeah, I have plenty of time on the timer though, and I'm going at not a very quick pace, so it's very forgiving, this build, especially like your DPS is plenty to move on, and your pace is completely fine to do any sort of Breach Lord activity. Don't forget, you don't have to just stand around and hold down right click and take a bunch of shots and die. You could pretty much just tap it once, like maybe even a second, and it will kill whatever you're dealing with really easily. Ever since the buff Bottle of the Curry has been like actually kind of insane for a flask. Let's give it a shot. There, over there. That goes there. Bait out the trap attack. Okay. Oh, alright, I reach him from there. That's all I need to know. Oh, he's so slow. Holy shit. Look how slow he is. Somehow his attack radius is off the goddamn charts again. And down goes off. Oop. Oh, I left back. Pretty similar to Zoff. Just run around and Abyssal Cry and right click every now and then. Toss down the lightning trap. There's a totem on the side. And let's get going. Boop. Just getting withered. This is probably gonna hurt, but you could Abyssal Cry through that a little bit. Keep that Wither Totem down. Keep blighting away. Just keep blighting. Dodge the fucking Nova. Blight, blight, blight. Totem down. Never don't keep that totem down. It kind of fucks with his spawns of his might die here. Oh. I accidentally popped a thing. I guess it's okay. But yeah, you gotta be careful with the Wither and the temp chains, because it makes his balls freak out, and it makes his Nova also get really crazy. Alright, so let's do a little Uberlab here. I really don't like Uberlabyrinth personally, but this build is actually pretty okay for it. So let's show you what that's like. No idea what the layout's like, but here's Argus apparently. You get to see what Argus is like as this build. He's really fucking slow, and he dies really fucking fast. And this is Uberlab, keep that in mind. So what he has is that insane life pool. It just gets melted. Just gets melted. It's a gold door, son of a bitch. Why did I decide to record this today? The fuck is this golden key? Oh my god. Alright, let's see what we have today. Uh-oh. It's a little bit annoying. Let's see how slow Azaro gets, though. It's pretty fucking slow, that is. Okay, that still hurts. Alright, next we have Ellie Weakness, which is actually very problematic for this build. As you know, Res is a very touchy subject. Because we're wearing all blue gear, it's a little bit annoying. So that shit almost one-taps you. Even in like a bad situation like that, though, it's still relatively safe, especially because of how slow he is. Our effective life pool, again, is 6.5k. If he lacerates you, it's gonna fucking hit for you for at least 6k. A lot of these things are just mechanically dodging. You know, they ask you, Lighty, what's your defense in this build? Well, you're gonna destroy all corpses with the Abyssal Cry. You're gonna pretty much one-shot most packs, and then past that, you have a pretty high effective life pool, and then don't play shit. If you play shit, you're gonna die. I don't care what build you're playing. You start tanking Uber Azaro slaps, you're gonna get killed. Oh no, we're gonna die actually. Oh, Blood of the Crewy! Blood of the Crewy! Hidden OP! Hidden OP! Oh! Warbringer! Warbringer! So even if you fuck up like 6 times in a fight, looks like the build just has your back. Can't stop the OP. Can't stop the OP. Alright, well, it looks like no matter what happens, you just can't die. Honestly, the odds of you hitting helmet chance is pretty slim. I suggest going for boot enchants most of the time anyway. Oh my god, I almost enchanted my 2 stones with erased implicit. That's fucking retarded. Looks like I have to take the pig mask off. Pig mask is reserved for shit builds, and apparently this one isn't as shit as I thought it was, so goodbye, old friend. So that's our little boss mid-game, end-game demo with slightly better gear. All definitely craftable, and links have been optimized, and the gems have been a little bit more. I'll update this in the guide I post in the description. If you have any questions or want to see more with the build, such as Guardian, Shaper, I don't know, maybe Chiula or something, just ask for it. I'm at Lighty, and you guys can have a good day. Later.